Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision, and we are in full swing with our full sports exhibition season over. The real thing starts this weekend here at Maryville Field as our men's soccer team opens up the season with a pair of home matches, and joining us is their head coach, David Korn. And David, really impressive exhibition season for the guys. Some quality play. You got a chance to see some different things from different people. Talk about what you and the coaching staff took away from the last couple weeks in the exhibition games.
Well, I think we were impressed with where the players came in. I think fitness-wise, off-season, the work that they put into it showed, both our returning guys and our newcomers. So that was really encouraging. I think the starting point was a good one for the group. I think we've been, as we've gone through now 2 weeks of preseason training and our 3 exhibition matches, we've been really pleased with the depth of the team. We've been able to use a couple different lineups. I think we have a lot of different weapons. And truthfully, I think depending on the game, we have players that are fit for a lot of different roles and adaptable to the different demands of a season. So we've been really pleased with the depth and the overall talent level of the group, and now the key is how do we kind of put that all together and what's our work rate going to be day in and day out.
And I think the last 2 exhibition games, the trip down to Memphis gave us a really good look at what we're going to see, just the physical-wise in the JLVC, and then what Union brought to the table in a really entertaining exhibit. Maybe for the viewers and for me it was, not so much for you guys, but I think we saw the style of play to get us ready for conference play and some really big non-conference games to start off the season.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 exhibition games, we wanted to get 3 different learning opportunities for our group, and I think each of them was different in the way the opponent played. And for us, the focus is always how do we play, how do we try to control parts of the match. And I thought against Memphis we played a really good first 45 minutes and even first 60 minutes when we took the lead there. And against Union, we didn't start as quickly and had to adapt and grow into the game. And I thought they were really well organized, defended well. I thought they took some of their chances well. And in both of those matches, I thought it was good. It tested us, and I was really proud of the guys' resiliency in our game against Union to come back. And I thought the second half we played really well. And now the key is we've got to put together 90 minutes because you're right, we've got 2 good opponents coming in this weekend.
All right, the $1 million question, and everybody's been asking this, and it's hard to replace Christian. We all know that. Liam did a great job. Max did a great job. Cody's also done a great job. Are we going to see a combination of a couple guys here over the next 3 non-con games before we get to S&T in a few weeks, or what are you guys still looking to do with the goalkeeping position?
Well, it's been competitive, so that's been awesome. And again, when we talk about the depth of the team, the goalkeeper depth is a big part of the depth of our team. I think we feel confident that we've got 3 guys that are ready to step in right away. And truthfully, I think Nick, our freshman, he's coming at a much higher level than we thought, and I think he's going to benefit a lot from being in this environment. And we've been really impressed with his competitiveness, his work rate, and I think his ceiling of where he's going to get to as a player is really high. So we're excited. I mean, this week in training is competitive. I think we're out right now. Coach Sean's even doing work with the guys, so I'm confident we're going to have a player step in goal, and if we need throughout the course of the season, I think, like you mentioned, all 3 of those guys, Liam, Max, and Cody, can all step in and make a big impact, and that's great because in the past we've had one goalkeeper we felt really confident in, Christian, but I don't think we had the depth. I don't think we had the competition in that position. So I'm excited because I think our group trusts each of those players, and each for different reasons.
But the great thing, too, is you got a solid line in front of them. Ewan and Andrew, doing their job on the defensive side. Great midfield play with Gavino hanging in there and Ricky and Diego. And then, obviously Helmut leading the way up front. I mean, this is a veteran group that's returning from the conference championship last year. And it really helps the depth, but it also helps the guys in between the pipes having those guys in front of him.
No, you're right. I mean, we want to defend well. Obviously, that's important. So that's us as a whole team making the job easier of our goalkeepers. And a lot of it's organization. If we can be organized, they're not going to see as many shots. They're not going to see as many crosses. If we can be disciplined and we aren't conceding as many fouls, well, now there's not as many restarts we concede to our opponent. And if we take care of the ball, then there's less opportunities for the opposing team to counter. So I think we have to lean on that experience we had in the past. We've also got to see where in the past we have areas still to grow and improve as a team, because I think we need to put together a good regular season campaign, and obviously that starts with Friday, making sure that we have a good performance as a team.
Upper Iowa, Christian Brothers, two quality regional opponents. Once again, it's going to be a big stepping stone to see where we're at, and also getting a couple regional wins, because we all know that goes a long way at the end of the season with the at-large bursts and how the NCAA committee picks who's going to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I mean, for having 18 games in a regular season, there's not one that you're like, oh, well, that game may not matter as much. I mean, we've got 15 conference games that are all important as it relates to conference standing. And then we've got 3 non-conference games, which go a long way, as you mentioned, as it relates to the region. So to play Upper Iowa, who's from a conference that we're going to be competing with for at-large bids, and then to play Christian Brothers, who, again, is in region for us based on our geography, are both good opponents. I think both will present things that will prepare us for the conference season. And truthfully, I think both are ones that our team is excited for. And obviously, Friday playing at 5 o'clock and getting out to start the season is going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome stuff, buddy. Good luck. We'll see you down at Maryville Field on Friday afternoon.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
David Korn joins us, as he will every week during the soccer season. We kick it off 5 o'clock on Friday night against Upper Iowa. The game will be on Saints Vision, so you'll be able to tune in there. Also, Sunday, Christian Brothers, that's an 11 a.m. kick. So a little bit earlier than normal, but it's going to be a great Sunday afternoon. Weather's looking absolutely outstanding this weekend, so we want to get everybody out to Maryville Field, see our men's soccer team kick off the season against two quality non-conference opponents. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.
Go Saints.